Welcome to the channel. Do you know the top 10 countries producing the most immigrants for the year that just gone by? 10 top countries. We are going to analyze those 10 countries in this video. We are going to give you the numbers, and then we are going to tell you the opportunities that they took to get to permanent residency. So let's dive in. Straight, we'll start with the numbers first and foremost. We'll talk about the very first country on the list for the year is India, and they actually have 118,095 immigrants, and that is about 27% of the immigrants for that particular year. And next in line is China. They had 31,815 persons coming into Canada as permanent residents, 7.2% of the total number of persons that came into Canada. And in number 3 is Afghanistan. Yes, you got it right. They actually had 23,735 immigrants that came in. And that will give you, if you work the maths, will be 5.4% of the total number of persons that came into Canada in the year. Number 4 is my own country, and that is Nigeria. They had 22,900. I'm sorry, I'm giving the wrong number. I need to put my glasses on. It's 22,085 immigrants came in from Nigeria last year. And of that number, I am one of them. Yeah, my family make up part of that list. And that gives us a percentage of 5.05. At number 5 is the Philippines. They had a total number of 22,070 persons that came in. And that gives you 5.04%. France is on number 6. They had 14,145 persons coming into Canada for this particular year, and that gives, if you work the maths, it will give you 3.2%. Pakistan, we had 11,585 persons coming into Canada as permanent residents. Take note, this is not taken into cognizance whether they came in as with a work permit or other routes. We are only looking at those that were given permanent residence. Iran, as some people will call it, or Iran as we used to call it back home, is 11,105 persons, and that gives you 2.5%. While the United States of America is number 9, and they had 10,400 persons that came into Canada for that particular year. Rounding up the list, number 10 is Syria. They had 8,500 immigrants, and that gives you 1.9% of the total number of persons that came into Canada. If you add all of these numbers that we've mentioned now, you will have roughly about 400 plus that were given permanent residence for that particular year that we are talking about. So the big question is, how can I be part of these numbers in the subsequent year, even for this particular year that we're talking about? Well, it is very simple. You can look at the different immigration routes. You can look at the Federal Skilled Workers Program. You can look at the Federal Skilled Trade. You can look at the Canadian Experience Class, that is if you are in Canada already. You can look at the pilot program, that is the rural program. And all of these offers you routes, not to mention the provincial nominees that the different provinces and territories offers. So have you looked at it? If you are finding it difficult, or if you are thinking of exploring one of these ways, you can check one of the videos that I have made before, and I will leave it. You can actually see it on this side, well, which is, I think, the 4 easiest way to come to Canada using PMP. Yeah, I talked about the different provinces. So watch that video and you'll get the details as to how you can do it. And the secret sauce is even doing it by yourself. What is more pertinent in all of these, it gives you confidence that people from your own country are accepted in Canada. Well, these 10 countries are by no means the exclusive countries that people immigrate from, that is, they move from to Canada. They are just the 10 top countries, that is, the countries that produce the most persons coming to Canada for that particular year. It is subject to change. And that change can be you determining whether your country becomes one of those top 10 countries. It changes every year. For example, Brazil was on the list. Subsequent year, they are not on the list for the top 10, but they are still on the list of people coming into Canada. Even your country, as you watch this video, you have people coming over to Canada. The steps are simple. What you want to do first is checking your eligibility. You want to look at the language test that is available for you. You want to make sure that you've got it done. You want to do the credential assessment, either using ICAS or using WES. You pick and choose. And after you've done that, essentially you've got your passport done, and you look at which of them is your favorite. Some people will want to go for a particular area from the start, but the truth is that your area of choice might be difficult for you to assess in the very first instance. So why not look for, in quotes, what we call the path of least resistance? There are other places that the immigration is relatively easy, it's less competitive. So why not go there first? Spend some time there, and once you get your necessary paperwork, if you choose to, you can move to your desired location. That is something that kept me from immigrating for a very, very long time, because I was asking, why are they going to these places? That is, my friends who were actually moving to territories or places that I felt were not conducive to live. Why are they moving there? Why? But guess what? After a short 5 years, I call it short 5 years because it goes by us blinking our eyes and waking up and see that it is 5 years. And once they've gotten the necessary paperwork, they move to their desired choice of location. Think about it. That could be a path for you. Your choice, the place that you want to go, might be very, very competitive. Everybody is seeking to go to that place. Why not pick a place that is easy at the start for you? It is a choice. And for many persons, it is something that only the wise will look at and make decision. Forget about what other people are saying. You have your choice. And when you make that choice, you've made it in the best interest of yourself and your family. So check the eligibility and make the choice to put in your application. For some people, it is difficult to know which program to apply for, but it is very easy, and I will tell you. What you need to do, you go to the Government of Canada website, which is canada.ca. You create a profile, and once you've created a profile, you can do your eligibility check there. And once you've done your eligibility check, that same portal will tell you which program you are qualified to apply for. In my case, when I did it, I tried express entry and I got a flat no, you are not qualified. But you can actually apply for other immigration routes, which was good news to me. And then I checked of the different routes that are open for me using PMP, and I found out that the Saskatchewan immigration nominee program was very, very huge. And for us, it was a leeway. There was no looking back. We went through that route. And guess what? The rest they say is history. You can follow that route. Do not, there is nothing to say that, oh, at the end of the day, you want to beat yourself and said, I use express entry. Which route do you enter? No. In this case, the ends justify the means. So it is not the process that you use to come. So long it is legit, so long it is recognized by IRCC, you are good. So whether you are using the express entry route, whether you are using the federal skill worker, whether you are using the experienced class, it doesn't matter. The end is getting your permanent residence. That is key. And that is what this video is meant to motivate you to take action. And taking that action is right now. So go right away, create an account, check your eligibility, and then look for a route that you want to do. And if you need to create an expression of interest, for example, if it is the Saskatchewan immigration, that is the expression of interest, I have a video that you can check on this side that tells you how to do that, step by step. So you can do that without even having someone collect money from you. If you found value so far, share this video to people who are itching, who are eagerly looking for information to immigrate. Share your comments, your experience in your journey. Share this video to others too. And please, subscribe to the channel so that we can grow this community where we can discuss and share our experiences to help still many who are looking for a way out. And I will see you in the next video.